No.
Oh, hey, I'm Westman now. Look out! Johnny Bravo.
All right, guys. Well, I guess welcome to the first episode of the Red Eye Gamers podcast, also affectionately known as the International Podcast because we have a German. This is a podcast where we're going to talk about games and live streaming and any other kind of pop culture shit, TV, movies, whatnot, nerd stuff. So, I am your host, and my name is Wes. You can find me on Twitter, and, well, fucking with your glasses. Find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitch at WestmanY2K. And these are my co-hosts. To my right is Sasquatch Nugget. And below me is Pascal, who doesn't have video. Sasquatch Nugget, you want to take it away and introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Sasquatch Nugget. Nice to meet ya.
I want to tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me
Behind a tree.
Rocks. Personally, like creeks when you're not looking at me. No, but Twitter at Sasquatch No, capital S, capital N, all one word. You can find me on Twitch, same way. You can find me on Instagram, same way. You can find me on, I think that's about it. I don't want you all on my Facebook. You all look like a bunch of creeps.
Red Eye Gamers on Facebook. Oh God, what'd I do?
For now. There may be a name change coming soon.
Uh-oh.
But yes, Red Eye Gamers, you can find all of us. Pascal, also known as P42C4L.
He's like a droid.
We made him in Germany.
Yep, my name is Pascal. I'm not really streaming, but I'm planning on going back to streaming. You can find me on Twitter, P42C4L. On Twitch, that's also my Twitch name, and on Instagram, it's the Unknown Project, and I will probably put that up on Twitter because I spelled it wrong with numbers.
Oh my gosh. You spelled what? Unknown Project wrong?
Yeah, I think I have like a 3 in there. Now I put like lead stuff in it because the other name was gone, so it's kind of like with numbers and mixed and underscore and stuff, so it's kind of complicated.
Oh, I should have disabled alerts. Appreciate the cheer, Battle Butt. All right, well, guys,
I like that name.
Since you got your leet speak going on, guess this is the point in the podcast in which we all talk about what we have been playing all week, what's been going on with us lately. So if the resident German would like to take it away, what have you been playing this week, man?
I've been playing a lot Battlefield actually again. They have Road to Battlefield 5, the new release, and a lot of in-game content like new skins and little challenges, I guess, to keep the community entertained. And I've been actually participating in that event, and I'm really looking forward to the new Battlefield since I've been playing Battlefield since like the second one, I guess, and now I'm really enjoying it again. So yeah, that's what I've been playing.
How do you feel about that event? I know Westman doesn't like it.
I think it's cool. I mean, it brings a lot of players back, and I mean, it's all you have to do is just play a little bit, and you unlock new stuff, and it keeps the community entertained, I guess. And I like Battlefield, so I mean, I obviously suck that up.
How do you bring a community back? You make an event.
Yep.
That's all you've played all week is Battlefield?
Pretty much. I mean, I played a little bit Fight Night too, since I like the boxing game. Kind of wish there would be a new one out, but yeah, that's pretty much I played Battlefield, Fight Night, a little bit FIFA, but yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Fight Night. That's a long ways away. I haven't heard that since it came out.
Newly backwards compatible.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, buddy.
You were playing it the other day too, right?
Yeah, they had like 3,000 people online playing it.
Nice.
Just pretty good for an 11-year-old game, or however old it was. 6 years old.
What have you been playing, Wes, man?
Me? Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see. God, these people in here talking about Wings of Redemption. The last, well, I just started playing Vampire tonight, and I got through about a half hour of it. It was pretty good. Played a little Fight Night. Finished off the campaign for Call of Duty World War II, which I thought was pretty good.
Is that
And
the first campaign you finished on Call of Duty game?
no,
Oh, okay.
it's the first one I finished in a while, though. I don't think I finished one since Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, like that.
Yeah, I don't get my money's worth out of them. That's for sure. I've never finished a campaign in any of them.
None?
None.
Jesus Christ. Trying to think of the last thing I beat, though. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed 3, honestly. That's been my main thing on stream lately, is Assassin's Creed 3. And what the hell did I just beat, though? I don't know. We were playing State of Decay last week as well, so. But that's about it for me. But yeah, as far as Assassin's Creed goes, been loving it. It's an old ass game, but I forgot how much I liked it, and I can't wait to get further into it. What about you, Nugget?
Man, Nugget has been tied into the PUBG. Like, you don't get this big of a person not eating a lot of chicken. So when I'm out there, I feel like I don't get the chickens, so the weight should stop dropping. I should be getting thinner now. I've been playing a lot of PUBG. I've recently tested, is it Sandhawk? I don't know how you sell it. I don't know, Sandhawk. You guys can correct me later, but the first time it released, enjoyed it, loved it. The guns felt good, the gameplay felt good, sounds were good. The second time it come out, sounds off. I couldn't tell. A guy was running to my right, but the sounds were in my left earphone. I was looking to the right. He snuck up, opened the door, walked in behind me, and shot me in the back of the head. I didn't appreciate that too well. And again, this time around, sounds are still off again. You can't tell where you're being shot from. You can't tell where people are running from. So it's a little bad news bears.
Almost sounds like you'd quit playing that fucking game.
Well, then you go back to the regular server, and everything is nice and normal again. So that was their experimental server. The normal server, I've been enjoying it, and I've been trying to get some plays in. I play with 2 different groups of people, so I can get my playing in when one group's not on, and then when the other group's on, I can rock and roll with them. But I've been enjoying my time playing PUBG. I think we played some State of Decay. You all came and helped me build my base. We rocked through some stuff pretty quick on there because we'd already played it on Pascal's and Westman's server. So then we played on mine. What else have I played? I've been taking like a sabbatical from gaming. Trying to think. I think that's it. I think it's just been PUBG, man.
That's sad. I can't
It is
stand
sad.
playing that game anymore, man. I uninstalled it completely.
What?
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
Done.
great.
I'm not the only one.
Who else did?
I did.
Man, I'm all alone, all by
Yep.
myself.
Yep. Been watching any movies or anything?
Man, we've been watching a few movies. Nothing new. I want to get the movie pass so I can go get all kinds of tickets daily and watch movies. But,
Is that shit legit though? I mean,
hey, Swoo Spider is loving it. He is seeing a movie like every other day. So,
Really?
from what I've read, they have lost so much money, but they're willing to lose that much money. They were like in debt millions of dollars fiscal year last year. But their plan, they tried to change it to where you could see 4 movies a month now, and it went horrible. It went wrong for them. So
People
they're
got
back
pissed.
to unlimited. Yep. So they're back, but it didn't change for people who already had it.
I was going to say, did they change it
unlimited.
like after they already bought it, or they switched it
No.
up like going forward?
Yeah, going forward, anybody else, 4 movies a month. Now it's back to normal, unlimited movies, 1 a day, but your big opening box office hits, you can't see back to back. So so you can't see them back to back, but you have to sometimes prove that you're seeing the movie you purchased the ticket for. So you have to take a picture of the ticket after you purchase it and submit it to keep you. And if you don't do that within a certain time period, they nix you from the program. You're no longer welcome. So I guess they're doing some deals with iHeartRadio. You can get the cheaper $7.99 package, like 4 movies a month, and you get like 9 months of iHeartRadio for free. I think then they're going to get into other places where they're going to make their money. So I don't know what they're going to do though. Who knows?
Fun.
I should have pitched for him. I think I just like got him 2 subscribers.
Should sponsor you.
Yeah.
All right. What about Pascal movies?
Not really. Like I said to you earlier this week, I've been watching Supernatural again, and a TV show that I really like, and got my girlfriend to start watching it too. And yeah, I mean, it's just the show that I really enjoy, I guess. But movies, I still have to watch The Last Jedi, I guess. But the motivation is pretty, I don't know, it's not there, really. I don't know why. I just don't feel, I don't say burned out, I guess, but I just don't.
I'll give you one word why. Solo.
Solo, yeah, might have.
Has nothing to do with anything, but
no, but I don't know. I'm gonna watch it eventually, but right now I just don't feel it, I guess, and it's unusual for a movie like that for me in Star Wars.
Kind of weird. I still think it's worth seeing. Whether you've heard bad shit about it or not.
yeah.
So
For your
All right.
Star Wars fan, you understand.
yeah. Pascal, you got some news for us?
Yeah,
Gonna
actually,
bust out some news headlines and
you.
discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Break out the most controversial one.
Destiny 2 gets an annual pass besides the next expansion.
Wait, Destiny 2? That's an actual
Yes.
game?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was DLC from the first.
Yes. No.
I thought it was like Destiny 2, the second DLC.
right. So the new expansion Forsaken comes out at September 4,
Satan.
and then they have Forsaken, and it's $35.
I thought you were calling the game Satan.
Well, it is kind of, isn't it? And then they have an premium content releases with the annual pass, which will be also $40. No, actually, it's not. Yeah, it's $34, and the expansion and the annual pass is $70, and it has the annual pass is basically, in my opinion, a season pass. It has a Black Armory expansion or premium content, Joker's Wild, and Penumbra, all within 3 months from each other. And it apparently will include new endgame challenges, new weapons, armor, vanity items, new and returning exotics, new pinnacle activities, new triumph records to collect, and new in-game lore to discover.
Now, so you say all that shit, and I'm sitting here listening to it, and I'm like, means nothing, means ooh,
Yes.
lore. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have no interest in any of it.
So that's about it. I mean, we all played Destiny, I guess. I think it's not really a new thing that they charge $40 for something they could have released with, but people just keep on buying it, so why would they change it?
I just don't understand charging for an expansion and charging an annual subscription fee. Doesn't
You
make
see, yes, and what I also think is weird is that with any other game, you buy a season pass and that's it, right? With Destiny, there is a season pass, and then there is, with Destiny 1, I remember you had a season pass, which includes 2 small DLCs. And then all of a sudden came an expansion, Taken King, for $30 additional, which wasn't included in a season pass. And I'm like, what the hell? And they keep on doing that.
But yeah, because their season pass only covered the first 2. that were much smaller DLCs.
Yeah.
I see Nugget over there, Bungie Nugget over there, eating up all the lettuce, munching down that money.
If I had a bag with dollar signs on it, I'd cover my body with it.
I'll tell you what, I bought the last Humble Bundle, the monthly Humble Bundle for $12, and it had Destiny 2 on the PC in it, along with whatever other games that were pretty unremarkable. And I installed it and played it, and while I'm still not, I'm not all big into Destiny, I will say it is a lot better on PC than it is on console. I didn't expect that to be the case, but there's no denying it. What else you got, Pascal?
Another one was that I read the other day is the PUBG population has halved since January. So that is kind of an indicator which kind of puts up the trend with Fortnite and other BR games coming out, where I think was it Bluehole Entertainment, whatever the developers are kind of slow with the optimization because people said they don't really care about the content as much, but they are complaining about how smooth Fortnite is in comparison to PUBG with hitreg, netcode, killing behind corners, etc., and hackers. So there's quite of disappointment in the average mainstream community with that game, while Fortnite being free to play gets updates faster, content faster, while PUBG you pay for the game and the updates are kind of, optimizations are not really there. So that's the other big news that was highly controversial.
Oh, a lot of people are complaining that Fortnite pushing out their updates so quick. Not so much updates, but adding stuff like the Thanos thing and just adding different little events to the game is actually having some detrimental effects to the servers. Like they're adding stuff which is causing shit to break. I've been playing Fortnite quite a bit. I haven't noticed any problems, but I pretty much only play solos. So any of they've got like 3 special games out now where it's like 20 versus 20 or 25 versus 25, 50 versus 50, shit like that. Thanos thing is over, but as far as PUBG goes, all I know is this: when they went from beta to a full release, the graphics in that game got a lot better looking. Just fine, and I could run it just fine on my PC. But when I went to stream it, it would stream fine on my PC, but in OBS it was absolute garbage, like 30 frames a second or less. That happened a few times. I changed some settings, it went back to normal. And I would even when I just turned OBS on, and this is a problem because I would run it, when I was having that problem, I would run it without OBS on just to see what happens, and I'd get like, 120, 90 frames a second, whatever. As soon as I turned OBS on, whether I had a scene up, excuse me, whether I was recording, whether I was streaming, it did not matter. Just OBS being open turned it to shit. And actually, there were a couple times where it just turned it like cut the game off. It made my game crash twice. Never had that happen with other games. I just
they're doing too much graphics wise.
They're doing. I think they are.
When you look at Fortnite,
I see the pixels
to run.
I see the damn pixels, and I'm just like, the grass is way too pixelated.
Yeah, I don't need no damn grass.
They're making shit look so much better, but it's like, why? The difference between the way the grass looked 6 months ago and the way it looks now is crazy. The ground, it just looks weird anyway, but it hasn't added anything good to the game. The last several times I've played it, I haven't enjoyed it at all. So
I think the thing is with my issue with PUBG is like I like the game, I like the concept, and I think it's a great game, and I had really fun playing it with you and Nugget and Spider. It's so much fun. But the issue is literally, if I have a good enough computer, I should be able to run it on medium or high, etc. I shouldn't be be required to run it on low or to get advantages or to have it run smoother. At this point, they had so much time on PC. I'm not talking about Xbox One or something, which is a complete disaster optimization-wise. But on PC, they have so much money and time where I think you should focus on optimization. You should focus on getting it very smooth before you add new maps. Fuck the maps. Just put optimization out. And they don't really do that. I mean, it got a lot better, but is it fast enough to keep the players playing well? Other BRs coming out. I mean, Call of Duty, I'm not the biggest fan, but that will bring out or take away a lot of BR players just to test it out, and maybe it works. As a AAA developer, maybe it works, maybe not. Fortnite, obviously. So Bluehole really needs to step up the game with the optimization part, because a lot of people will stop playing it. And Nugget is a hardcore PUBG player; he will probably keep on playing it. But the main player who, the new players, they will get pissed off. They're like, no, why would I play this when Fortnite has all this fancy stuff and they're adding more content because they're already running smooth?
Right. No, I 100% agree. Optimization should be worked on. Everything looks good. You don't need to keep going with it.
Destiny plays better than that. I'm just saying, with all the shit wrong with Destiny, at least you can fucking play it.
Coming from the person who didn't want to play it to begin with.
No, I didn't.
Optimization is their biggest struggle. It is true. When you go from getting shot at to being behind a wall, getting ready to heal yourself from being shot at, to being knocked or solo being killed, is beyond me. And you watch the other players scream. But there's also games out there that still does the same thing. Call of Duty.
Yeah.
How long has Call of Duty been out? And I will not play normal Call of Duty because I can't stand to see the kill cam from when I got killed way over here after I made it behind the wall and ducking and hiding.
Right, but Call of Duty is peer-to-peer, and it's not dedicated server. While with PUBG, you have a dedicated server system where you have a netcode with a tick rate on it. And Call of Duty will always be like this if they don't have dedicated servers. Now, the advertiser
explain the difference between dedicated servers and peer-to-peer for Nugget, and explain the tick rate to me.
I'm a dirty tramp.
Okay, peer-to-peer is where there's a host, which means Westman is the host of the game. If he leaves, it will be a host migration. Everything connection-wise will be based off his internet of his connection.
Look out, Windstream! No.
And a dedicated server is where everybody has the same server, and then there comes this ping in, right? So the closer you are to the server, the better your reaction is. But the servers have a tick rate, and it's so much knowledge words, I guess, in that matter, or like technical words. But tick rates is basically the time it takes from, if you shoot a bullet, how quick the server refreshes the data. Like if you press a mouse button, how long it takes that the server takes it in consideration. Says, oh, you just shot somebody. Now, the higher the tick rate is, the less you have, getting killed behind corners and stuff. Now, tick rate doesn't really apply to peer-to-peer because there's a host system, like where a player actually hosts the game, which, is obviously shitty. So that's why you have all these issues with getting killed behind corners. Now, when PUBG just says, okay, why don't we just put up the tick rate, make it higher, right? That we have all this better network and netcode. Well, if they do so, it creates a lot of glitches and bugs. So that's where the optimization comes in play. So as a prime example, Battlefield 4 was a shit show. Like in a launch, it was bad
on PC.
Yeah, and you had Battlefield 4. You had a lot of rubber banding, a lot of netcode issues with this tick rate with the dedicated servers. It took them literally a year and a half and to work intensively just with another network team to get it from 10 hertz to 30 hertz. So to make it 3 times better. And now, obviously, nobody complains anymore, no glitches, but it took a AAA developer a year and a half to do that. So I think that's why PUBG kind of takes so long, but they have so much money. They have Microsoft funding. I don't see why they cannot pull it off. because if you take the man force from creating new maps and new guns away and just do that, it will be a lot better. And yeah, Call of Duty will never change. They advertise as dedicated servers, but it's only the matchmaking to find people to get into your lobby. It's not the actual game.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I still can't play
Learn
it.
something new every day.
All right, what else you
continue to
got?
play it, and it's only because it doesn't make me mad, except for the other night.
I'd say I like the whole premise of it being ultra realistic. Although I always like the third person mode better than the first person.
Nope. You
That's-
show me where you can find me around a wall without coming around the wall.
It's a video game.
No, it's real.
All right, Pascal, what else you got?
Fallout 76 new.
Oh
game.
boy.
Fallout
Have we
76.
learned-
Wait a minute. Before we get into Fallout 76, I do have one other thing about Blue Hole. Did you
Not
if
to be
you
confused with Blue Waffle.
or Brown Hole? Have you heard anything about this thing where I guess Blue Hole is trying to sue Epic for Fortnite?
Yes,
Again?
which is ridiculous.
Wait, again?
It's still a
Yes.
thing, yeah.
It's still a thing. So the article I read the other day of them saying that they want to push people to make games and make battle royale modes, and now they're going to sue them again.
I don't know. I heard something. I think it was on Video Game Outsiders podcast this week or last week about that. So I don't know how recent what you told me that was, but
That was probably a couple weeks ago that I read that. But, interesting. Maybe because they took half of their base.
Well, it's kind of ridiculous to sue Epic for that, since it's based on Epic's engine. Excuse me, Epic did help with PUBG's development based on the engine. And Battle Royale, I mean, Arma did it. H1Z1 was there. I mean, the formula is not PUBG's. And
Right.
honestly, if you put Fortnite and
you can't trademark a game type.
yes, and if you put PUBG and Fortnite right next to each other, the complete different games. I mean, the concept is the same, but there's nothing that I would say, that is exactly like PUBG. That is exactly like PUBG. Nothing. I mean, guns. I mean, then
The
Battlefield
only
should
thing
sue
like it is a
COD.
circle comes in,
Right.
Yeah,
or a
but-
cloud, or a gas, or whatever you want to call it. Lightning.
Yeah,
a
but
storm.
then before that, there was the culling. They did that too, another Battle Royale game. So there's so many Battle Royale games that did the cloud and the gas and stuff before. So it's I don't know why they do this and why they waste money and time on even trying to do that. Maybe just as a publicity stunt, maybe that, hey, PUBG is still there,
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just a battle they will never win.
Right.
What do you guys think about other games wanting to try it? Like Battlefield now has decided not to.
I
Call of
think it's
Duty is
good.
going to.
I think it's good because for Battlefield, I was really worried because when Battlefield tries to do something, for example, they try to lure in COD players, for example, with Team Deathmatch. I hate it because it changes. Like back in the day, Battlefield was so focused on like
Objectives.
squads and objectives, and now all the Call of Duty players came in with Battlefield 1, and they're like, oh man, I can snipe and one-shot people because it's not a headshot anymore, it's just like a damage model, and then they just sit there and camp, and you lose because you have 10 snipers in your team who do nothing. Now Nugget is different. Nugget pushes. He likes sniper, but he pushes the flags and play the objective. But so I'm so glad that they got away and said, like, no, we're not doing Battle Royale, and we do our own thing with stuff that stands for Battlefield and made the franchise big. And while Call of Duty obviously like, hey, let's cash in, let's put a Battle Royale in with tanks and kill streaks because that's what we want. That makes it really fair. Like punish the newbie even more while having a player who plays 24/7 because he has no goddamn job. So
That's how you really feel. God damn.
But the map being so small. But what
Yes.
about going the other way? What about going to Mavericks that is thinking to come out where it's like 400 players? If PUBG can't get 100, How is somebody gonna get 400?
I don't see.
They do dedicated servers again, but they do
okay.
instances, kind of like how Destiny does is with their free roam. They do instances where as soon as you hit a specific line, you kind of have a different player base than there. You know, it's kind of like an MMO map almost, like a big map. And they do like instances. I read something about that. I have to get that article again, maybe for the next podcast. But it's you have 500 players on this giant map, and it's based with an instance. Elder Scrolls did it too, Elder Scrolls Online. So you have one giant server, and you get loaded in different areas that have different instances. So that's how they get away with the weight of the servers.
Wasn't there another game that did that on PS4 or PS3?
I think there was one on PS2.
PS2. Yes,
PS3 it was Mag and PlanetSide. PlanetSide 2 on PC and PlayStation 4. They do that too. They have you have battles with like 200 players. So, yeah, I mean, PlanetSide 2 was pretty big with that.
You muted yourself.
Oh no! I don't know what I said. I think I just said that makes sense because that map is huge.
Gotcha. What else you got, Pasco? Fallout.
Oh, yeah.
Fallout.
Yes.
Hold on. Before you read anything, all right, I want predictions. I want predictions on Fallout. Is this going to be an online only game?
No.
Or is it going to be a similar, maybe not exactly but similar to what we're looking for as far as a standalone regular Fallout game?
Second, my opinion, if I can jump in really quick, I think it's going to be a single player game with multiplayer stuff, kind of maybe what State of Decay does, or maybe even more what Shadow of War does, where you have specific modes where you can play with your friends. I don't think they're going to do PvP, and I think it's going to be a standard normal Fallout game which has a heavier focus of base building, what we've seen in Fallout 4. And I think it has, I think it's going to be smaller based on the production time, kind of like New Vegas was, which was smaller than Fallout 3, but still a great game. But I feel like they want to try a few new things. But I honestly, I hope, but I also don't believe that they're going to do full online MMO kind of style. They have Elder Scrolls, which still gives them money. They just put something out, and I don't see them doing that with Fallout. I think they're going to put some co-op elements in, but nothing PvP related, and it will not be online only.
So you think it'll be?
I think it's going to be co-op survival. I think it's going to be build your base, go find shit, go kill stuff, and continue to build and survive.
I'm going to take the bitch way out and say I don't know what the hell it's going to be. I don't feel like it's going to be a standalone game with co-op. I don't feel it's going to be a regular standalone game, period. It would be nice if it was just a regular single-player game with drop-in, drop-out co-op, but I wouldn't want to play it with anybody else because what would they get for doing that? Which leans more towards what Nugget was saying, build your base, protect it, all that shit. Two people could do that well. I don't know. I guess, what do we got? 4 days until the reveal?
Yes. So, and coming to the news really quick. Apparently, Amazon already took it away, but so Wolfenstein New Colossus launches on July 31st on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
however, at the same time it was listed, which got removed already, Fallout 76 release date July 31st.
Really?
Which is the exact same time the Wolfenstein game apparently comes out. So,
which Bethesda produces Wolfenstein.
Yes, and there could be. I mean, it has been it was there for an hour, and then it got taken down. They updated really quick. So it was it was July 29th, and then they changed it to the 31st. So now they thinking it might be just a placeholder, but why did they remove it so quickly from 29 to 31st? So I guess we'll see. But yeah, the internet is now all crazy, and think it's gonna come out in July.
Gotcha. Anything else?
I guess more quick things. State of Decay 2 released on May 22nd. Survival game, Xbox One. Surpassed 2 million players in the first weeks. Now, it is combined with the Game Pass. However, they still had their normal amount of sales, which is still a good thing and good exposure for the brand. More content to come, more fixes, and so
I'm anxious to see how many players they have in 2 more weeks. So
yes, exactly. Exactly. I guess it's just like kind of a waiting game. Xbox One has an E3 sale on Thursday, June 7th, so soon. Hardware, 500 gigabyte Xbox One S console will be $199, but the really one that I think is a interesting one is the Xbox One X will be at retailers including Walmart, etc., $449, so a $50 discount plus you get a game. So which is, 6 months already a sale, I think is good. Then the sale that starts also on Thursday is over 300 titles will be in a digital sale, including Battlefield 1, NBA, Assassin's Creed, Forza Motorsports, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, etc., and 50% off on selected season passes. So I guess we kind of have to take a look out, or everybody has an Xbox One, because it's going to be a huge huge deals on Xbox Live.
No pun intended.
Games.
Deals, come on down.
Then Red Dead Redemption pre-order bonuses are out now.
Oh my god.
Please, no. That is the point of this fucking podcast. Get started.
Red Dead Redemption 2. There will be a standard edition, which pre-order bonus is a Warhorse.
Hold on. So the standard edition comes with the game and a horse. And a horse.
The game and a horse.
Okay.
And an Outlaw Survival Kit.
So that's your $59.99 right there.
Exactly. Then
All
there's
right.
a special edition which costs $80. And this is where things get really a bit shady.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, I got to pull this
Special
up.
edition?
Yes.
Special edition. $80. Okay, I'm listening.
So-
I'm with you here. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at everything it gets right here.
Bank robbery mission and gang hideout in story mode. Get exclusive access to a bank robbery mission in which Arthur and a couple of his fellow gang members come up with a daring plan to break in and rob the bank in the southern town of Rhodes. Elsewhere, the Del Lobos gang has taken over Hacienda, clear this gang's hideout, and rob their stash of lucrative take. So they basically have 2 missions for the story mode separated. If you don't buy or pre-order the special edition, you will not get those missions. Then you get
So, do we know how big those 2 missions are?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be less than an hour, but still, it's content cut from the disc, made for somebody. You get a horse, 2 horses, one with stamina, one with more power.
You can only ride one at a time.
You get a talisman and gameplay bonuses, which will basically level you up or skill you better, gameplay boosts, cash bonuses, and discounts. You get a new outfit and free access to additional weapons. So you get better weapons. So you get better weapons from the get-go. Okay, and you get $1 million GTA Online money.
GTA.
Online.
GTA.
And now
Because that's why we're buying this game.
Ultimate Edition is a $100 package. You get bonus outfits. You get a Black Rose Bounty Hunter outfit, Copperhead and Forza outfit, a new saddle, new horse.
A new saddle
Yeah.
for one of your 2
Because this one
horses.
chaps my ass.
You get free access to the Survivor Camp theme, customize your own personal camp and online with free access to the Survivor theme. Free access to additional weapons again. Rank bonuses. As a great start for all Ultimate Edition, you can rank up faster on online up to rank 25.
What is a camp theme?
I don't know, it's probably just like when you, it's probably maybe like a lobby, I guess, online, kind of like what a Call of Duty has with a headquarters. Where you can maybe
Tell you what,
squad
this
up.
single player better be good because
Yes, it looks like they have a lot of plans for the online. And here comes the big ripoff, the collector's box.
yo,
Which
you got to
you'll-
listen to this nugget.
Finally,
Dude,
there's-
this is a whole talking point for me. So he's
Finally.
covered.
there's a collector's box which gives you a bunch of cool stuff, except the game and
The
costs
game.
$100.
So $100 you don't get the fucking game.
But what do you get for this? You get a metal tithing box with lock and key.
Oh,
You get a collectible challenge coin. You get a double-sided puzzle. You get a 6-shooter bandana, a treasure map, a pin set, playing cards, a catalog, and 12 cigarette
Can we
cards.
go back to the treasure map?
Yes,
It's an unrippable treasure map.
it's laminated.
Yeah, probably.
yeah. So, but still, if you think so, like if you just look at this, guys, you get $100. You don't get the game. You get a double-sided puzzle.
I'm looking
And
at the
a coin.
pictures right now. I'm looking at the pictures,
You could give your puzzle to your Fortnite people.
Oh yeah.
and I'm seeing a box that I don't know. I guess has the puzzle in it, and then some fucking cards that are cigarette cards, whatever the hell that means. A collectible coin that looks neat and would be a dust collector. Some red Crip bandanas. Yeah, well, it would go there very well, actually, Nugget.
Yeah, see, there's one. There's $129, a Nuka-Cola refrigerator. Right
But
there.
it does something.
Well, yeah, it does cool off stuff.
Cool off. The little lock and key that goes with the box, a deck of playing cards, some little cool pins that I would never wear in public. Kind of looks like a little almanac thing, and your unrippable treasure map, dude. And you don't even get the game.
Yep, that's the thing. I think
It does not include game. Red Dead
Yep.
Redemption 2 sold separately. Contents may change. Check Rockstar Games. Blah 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 before release
Which
for
it
final
looks like
details.
content's already changed because when I looked at this 3 days ago, because obviously you guys know I'm a fan of Red Dead Redemption. Like I played that game religiously online, multiplayer mostly after the story was over. You know, go up mountain and hunt things. And
Yeah, I'm playing poker. It was awesome.
yeah, I'm definitely, this is a pre-order for me, but I'm pissy. I'm pissy about one, like I said, it's already changed. I got off there and on tangent because I get pissed off about these. But that map was supposed to be with any of the special editions, the special and the ultimate, and it's already gone.
Yep, they removed that.
Yeah, 2 days and they already removed the maps.
So it's not even with the. It's just with the $100 empty box.
Yes.
Yeah.
I look at an article from Collider.com, which was posted 3 or 4 days ago, and it had on every picture the map, and now it's gone.
I bet you they include a map like they always do in their box art.
But
Yeah,
it's
but
not
this
there.
was
It's
a
not gonna
treasure
be-
map.
It's not. Oh,
You get treasure. It led you to a treasure.
Now what they do if you pre-order
that's what the
$80
internet's for.
if you get the $80 version, you get a treasure map, but it's digitally.
Oh, okay. So that now it's the digital.
Yes, so you don't get the cool like looking thing you get it digitally in, but you have to spend $80, not 60.
Piss off, Rockstar. You just sold yourself a standard edition.
Sold to the
Damn it,
Nugget.
wait, they still got my money.
Yeah. Single player better be good. It always is, so I'm not too worried about that. But I just hate as an overarching like philosophy towards games. I hate this games as a service thing. You know, Fortnite does it and gets a pass from me because their game's free. It's fun. I play it very liberally, but they do it where they'll have seasons or they'll call it season. I think they're on season 4 now, and it lasts like 2 months, maybe 3. It's like $10 or $12 to get the season pass, and that basically lets you unlock all the different cosmetic things that they set up throughout that season. And once they're gone, you either can't get them anymore or you have to actually buy them with real money.
I'm okay with
And
that.
I'm
though.
okay with
I'm
that.
100%
I
with
like
you.
that.
I'm okay with that
because
yeah.
it's not impeding their single player game at all. It's not
Yeah.
taken away from the experience that people want in an effort to just fuck people out of money. You know,
It reminds me of back in the day when you popped the disc in of your game and you played it, and then 2 weeks later, we have new content out, and you pay for this new content because you were hooked on the fucking game. We'll just Rainbow Six Vegas was one.
their content was
And
free though.
a 20. Okay, then that must not be what I'm thinking of. Whoever it was was like a 20 megabyte download, and
'Cause it
now
was-
you had all this new stuff. It was already there, and they effed you in the A. Pinecone, meat ass, and stuff.
Ouch. No lube with that. No tree sap.
No, I don't even think they melted all the tree sap off and made chapstick.
Gotcha. All right, Pascal. You saw the eyeliner thing. That's pretty funny. Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh yes, Star Wars Battlefront. So it's, I guess we have to wait. EA Play, which is this weekend. They want to release more information about it with the seasons they have, but since there are no microtransactions anymore and they totally took out the loot boxes now, you cannot buy loot boxes anymore. They kind of went down on the content. So what does it mean? All their promises that they had are gone.
What were these promises?
Games as a service. They will not charge any money for new maps, new characters, and new modes. We got, I think, 1 or maximum 2 insignificant modes and new map.
Very insignificant modes.
And now you got a solo season coming for the new movie, and
it's lame too. You just
it's
complete
lame.
objectives as Han
Yes.
Solo.
Exactly. So there's not a lot of content.
They haven't
anymore.
added any planets. They haven't
And-
added any real game modes.
And insiders already said that it's a small portion of the DICE studio still working on it, but the game is pretty much abandoned at this point, and they are working really on rare resources, or spare resources, I guess you might say. So I guess we have to wait until EA Play, but I think the game is done.
So basically what you're saying is they came out and people realized that it was pay to win with the fucking loot boxes. They got that most downvoted post ever on Reddit, right?
Yep.
And then their response, because Disney made them because The Last Jedi was coming out, they took all the microtransactions out of the game. And then I guess after a while they said, we're going to fix this. And they retooled the system to a leveling system instead of a star card system that was, propelling the purchase of all the microtransactions and the star cards, the loot boxes, whatever. So they take all that out. They retool the game so that you level up the traditional style, basically saying you can only use certain star cards at certain levels, and you can only get them at certain levels, so that even if you could buy them, you may not be able to use them at your current level. Then people still bitched that you could buy them, so they took, after they had added the loot boxes back in, they took the loot boxes out completely. Now you can't even earn them with the in-game currency. There are no more loot boxes at all. Not paid for with real money, and not to buy with your in-game currency that you earn up through playing.
Right, you basically buy a skin directly, the skin you want, instead
Right.
of random
You
luck.
save up your money and you buy whatever card or whatever thing you want, which is fine. So since they did that, EA's basically taking their fucking soccer ball and going, well, fuck you guys, you don't want to play our game. We're just not going to put any updates out for this game anymore, because they were going to do multiple updates throughout the year. New planets, new game modes. They've added some new characters, but those are heroes, and that's kind of lame. New customizations. They haven't added shit. And now they're
wanted
going
to add Clone Wars, and it's not there.
Yeah, and so now they're going to say, well, since you guys didn't let us have our microtransactions and anally rape you out of your money after you've already paid for the game, we're not going to give you the DLC. Go fuck yourselves.
That was going to be the whole plan.
Yep.
I don't think they was ever going to give anybody anything
Oh,
after that.
Yep.
That was their way
So
to say F you for what you did to us.
they're like, all the gamers at first were like, we won, and they were like, fuck, you guys got us, and then they're like, except we ain't gonna give you guys nothing other than what you got right now. So yeah, thanks EA, good job. All right, that about do it for the news?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit more details for Battlefield 5, which is they have a new philosophy for more veteran players. Their new emphasis is immersion and squad gameplay. So playing with your squad, with your friends, and immersion. They have hinted a new game mode, which is called Airborne. Airborne is a gameplay mode where players will parachute into the battlefield and work with your squad to destroy enemy artillery or defend them and make sure the threat from above is dealt with. Kind of similar to what they had with Medal of Honor Airborne, where you had a huge map, not really like PUBG, but you kind of like parachute in and, you know, with your squad at a specific spot that you want to parachute in and try to work your way towards the objective, which I guess is going to be a smaller game mode. Immersion, what they meant with that is destruction, and especially putting effort in that no map will ever play the same. So basically, no matter how a building is destroyed, that the different parts will crack, move, or crumble in a way more extended way than it was before. So basically, it's going to make a difference if you go to that corner with a tank, or you put an explosive in. If you hit it with a tank from the sides, they have a lot more stuff. And you have fortifications now in the game, which is not like Fortnite. It's more their designated spots where it can reinforce the wall at a house, or you can put like barbed wire out, or foxholes, sandbags, stuff like that. Or
Well, watch the language there.
you can basically defend more locations. There you're going to be able to have an AA gun, and you'll be able to, like in Battlefield 2, go way back, you'll be able to transport it with like a truck. You can grab it and hook it on a truck and transport it and put it in a new area. So
I want to shoot it while it's on the truck.
You can do that too. I think. I mean, I don't know.
I just want to go back to putting barbed wire around foxholes.
Yeah.
So that would suck.
It's
I can't get out.
So basically, I think they're gonna do a lot more what they made the game good. Now, I hope that the single player campaign is gonna be good. I think the issue Battlefield single player always had is it doesn't emphasize what Battlefield is about. And going back again, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, which was a modern version of Battlefield 2 with Modern Warfare, had one thing that I just recently saw. It was amazing. So basically, you had a full map, right? It was a very crap campaign, but a whole map, kind of like the multiplayer map. And instead of playing with one character only, you had a squad. Now what you could do is you could kind of like warp. You would see it how you can look up and there's a helicopter. You warp into that helicopter. So at any time you could warp or like hot switch to a different character, different squad member in the single player, which makes the story or the campaign, the goal objective so much different. Because
you do that in Grand Theft Auto 5, just saying.
Yeah, kind of, but it's kind of like you have to think. You have your gun, you look up, and you see.
But is this something they're going to add to Battlefield 5?
I hope so, because that kind of brings, because Battlefield is not like this small thing. Battlefield is this giant maps, and so now imagine you take that bunker down where all the Nazis are, and they have this waves of defenses going right through a forest, and you fight your way down. You're like, shit, I need air support, and you just look up and you see like a plane or like flying around, and you just look there and you switch to the plane immediately. You see like how it kind of like fast forwards the camera to the plane, and boom, you're in the plane while the character you just played is down on the ground, and you just
Battlefield 5, The Crew 2.
No, not like that. I mean, there's a video that I can post to. It's amazing. That's exactly what it's gonna be if they're gonna do it, which they're probably not gonna do. They do the war stories.
Post a link to the video in the chat.
Hold on,
if you can. What about speaking of The Crew 2? Buying that game, guys? Nugget, it was Nugget. No. You said it had a GTA style map, and you were buying it based on that alone.
Yeah, that was just to mess with you.
Oh, fuck you.
That was to make you ask questions, and it worked very well.
It did.
I did play it for about an hour. It is the wonkiest game I've ever played. Please please, Ubisoft, stay away from race car games. You could not flip, roll, or crash. Yeah, I hit a tree doing 120 miles an hour, and I just stopped, put it in reverse, and drove on. But it's just, it's like the car weighs 1,000. Okay, well, maybe a car does weigh 1,000 pounds. Let's say the car weighs 50,000 pounds. You go off a ramp and you immediately sink to the map like a rock. Like gravity is pulling it as hard as it can to it, and you go, and you continue to drive away.
Hot Wheels.
It is I must say, 15 years ago, I played games about the same.
You remember when you were little, you had those Hot Wheel tracks and they were held down to the track by magnets?
Yes.
So then they would jump and anyway.
Yeah.
What about
or RC Pro Am? You know,
Oh,
you're
God.
going around a corner, you just bounce off of it and keep going. You know, you don't
There
have
you
to
go.
worry about steering. Just
Let's
push
go.
the gas down and go.
you thought it was good or no?
I thought it's gonna be fun, but like arcadey, but it's shit in any way. I mean, even the flying, it was just boring.
Oh, the flying is even worse.
Damn.
I
I
didn't enjoy
didn't-
the flying at all.
I didn't bother playing it, so but all right, well, Nugget, we'll do a little round table here real quick before we get out of here. Games you're looking forward to that we haven't already talked about tonight, or even that we did?
I'm excited to see Fallout 76. Red Dead Redemption 2, you already know. Battlefield 5 will be a pickup. I don't need to be talked into that. Call of Duty will only be a pickup because I can't say I'm not going to pick it up because my friends play it. And if I want to play with my friends, I have to buy Call of Duty. And you all can be pissed off in the chat all you want. I don't like Call of Duty.
I only play because Wes buys it all the time.
Exactly. And I have to buy it because Wes buys it. Because
Hey,
I like to
it
play
wasn't
with Wes,
me.
man.
It wasn't me that bought it last time. That
Okay,
was
and
your
hot gamer
girlfriend.
chick, okay?
Your
But if I
girlfriend
wanna
did
play, if I want
that.
to hang out with my friends, I have to buy the Call of Duty.
All right.
But gosh, what else is there's another 1 or 2 games that's coming out, but it might not be till 2019, so it might not even be relevant right now to talk about.
Spider-Man.
What's that?
Oh, there's a PS4 only Spider-Man coming out soon.
Hadn't heard about it.
Oh, it's supposed to be good.
Movie. I did see a trailer for a standalone Transformers movie, Bumblebee, that I thought looked pretty cool. I like Bumblebee. Who doesn't?
Is it gonna be a Camaro?
No, he's a Volkswagen. He's a
Uh-oh.
Volkswagen Bug.
Nice.
That's the way it's supposed to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, what about you,
Now,
Pascal?
I think most of the games I'm excited about are not on Xbox, which kind of unfortunate. Last of Us 2, I'm looking forward to that.
That's
I
19,
really
right?
want- yeah, I think so. 19.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm-
that's why I didn't mention that one, but I'm with you there. That'll be a buy,
yeah.
pre-order.
Battlefield. I will definitely pre-order and buy. Call of Duty, definitely not because I know Wes will buy it. So goes Madden.
Damn, you're expecting all kinds of
Mhm.
games from me come this fall.
Yeah, those are like the ones that I know you're gonna pick up regardless of what you say. So knowing you for a while now, but yeah, all the other games, I kind of want to play God of War and Horizon and all those games. They kind of pique my interest because they're like good single player games. But for that, I need to get a PS4 again. So I kind of put that on the back burner. So
Maybe if you ever come down from Chicago, you can play my PS4 with the God of War bundle in it, and I can show it to you right now because it's still in the fucking box.
Do it.
oh, that's a
Still in the
Very
fucking
good.
box like your
That's
Xbox
right
One
over-
X.
Look, I don't know if you got it pulled up.
He's like, it's right up here next to the Xbox One X, still in the box. Boom, baby. PS4 Pro. I'm jealous.
There it is.
nice.
It
Yeah,
looks like his axe. It's pretty neat.
Where's your X at?
Further away that my fat ass can't reach, but it's right next to it. They're keeping each other company.
Gotcha.
Yeah, The Last of Us. I want to play the remastered version.
oh yeah, it's great.
and
It's
get
great.
ready for The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I got Game I've really been looking forward to, and I didn't know how it was going to be, but I'd been kind of following it for a while, and I didn't have high hopes for it. Is the Vampire game that I'm going to be playing right after this, huh?
Yeah,
because yeah, Mr. Pascal bought it because we family share, guys. It's not game sharing; it's family share, and he is my brother-in-law. He's married to my sister Felicia, so you know.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Gonna go play some games now. But yeah, so
Also see space docking in Urban Dictionary.
no. Well, we can. Hold on. Let's see.
Okay, Alexa, define.
Oh, well, that's it.
Got him.
That's it. Yeah, that's not what we do with our games. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna play Vampire. Y'all know I say I'm not gonna buy Madden, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with it. I'm not really looking forward to Call of Duty, but you know how that goes. I don't really have any big things on the horizon. So.
I'll have one for next week. There's 2 other games that I can't think about right now.
Red Dead Redemption is my big thing on the horizon, I guess.
Yeah. There's something else. I'll think about it and I'll have it ready for you guys next.
Forza Horizon. I'm kind of excited about that.
I'm
Over it.
excited to see it crash into a wall.
I'm excited to see them stop making Forza Motorsports a fucking train wreck and go back to a good racing game.
Fable. They allegedly work on Fable 4, which I was a big Fable fan. So
You know, I played some of the first Fable, and I made myself beat the second Fable. And when I was done with that, I literally remember, like, I remember what I said when I finished beating Dragon Age Origins. The credits were rolling, and I said to myself, "That's how you make a good fucking game." I remember what I said when I got done playing Fable 2. All right, well, I finally got that done. I don't ever want to play a Fable game again.
yeah, Fable 2 was the first one was the best, but it's really outdated now.
In Fable 3, I didn't find much better. I tried to play a little bit of it and just quit. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, it is that time, guys. It's time for us to get out of here. But before we do, the man behind the news of the weird anchor desk has got a news story or two for us from the world of the weird. So let's have it, Sasquatch Nugget. What you got?
From the world of the weird, before we get there, I got one other thing. One thing that I'm excited about, and I hate to do this because I might get us off in about a 15-minute tangent. But we're going to pretend like we don't hear what I say. We'll just enjoy it. So have you guys ever heard of Skyrim Together Team?
No.
No, not on your horizon, is it? So they've been working together on a Skyrim mod called Skyrim Together.
Who's they?
Skyrim Together Team.
Oh, okay.
And they will be making a Skyrim multiplayer mod.
Sweet.
They will not release an ETA. They will not say anything about when they are going to be doing this. They are thinking about doing an alpha, but they won't mention when. It's just going to happen and you'll just have to get over it, which I don't think anybody would care about that at all, or you're just not a Elder Scrolls fan. But some of the stuff that they're talking about is it's going to be designed for 8 players. You could do more if you wanted to, but the optimization is going to be for 8. Some of the other stuff I took away from what I was reading, unlike State of Decay 2, there will be no tethering. So I thought that was pretty nice. I hate when I want to run off and do other things without everybody,
And you can't get far away. Yeah.
So some of the hardest things they're working on right now, though, is NPC synchronization. So it's going to, getting everybody to see the NPC doing the same thing in the game.
That would be very, considering the scope of the world. Holy shit.
Yeah. So that's the hardest thing they're running into right now with, from what I was reading. So hopefully this is something that works and they can make it work, because I've always complained. I know I've complained to Westman about it, probably not as much to Pascal because the Elder Scrolls hasn't came out. But I always wanted you to be able to come in and look at my weapons and books that I've collected in my house.
Yeah, definitely.
So this will be wonderful. I think it'll be good. They have a subreddit where they have a checkoff list of everything that they're working on. So you can see what they've done and what they've completed so far and what they're working towards if you want to catch up on what they're doing. Okay, so back to the world of the weird. So, guys, I like this. We talked about this just briefly doing something like this. So as you know, this is going to be mostly gaming, streaming, nerdy related. So this is nerdy related. If you guys don't like it, let us know, and we can maybe try to look up other weird things that's more closely related to nerds. But as I like to eat, and everybody else loves to eat, right?
I guess.
Today, a man from Virginia ate
A
at
baby.
a competition. He did not eat a baby. He maybe the weight of a baby. 480 oysters. Oysters, salty, slimy,
Snails.
chewy.
Yikes.
I don't think I'm going to keep thinking about it.
480. So, can you guys guess in how much time he had to do this?
10
hour.
minutes.
Close. Pascal almost hit it on the head. 8 minutes. He ate 400.
Oh,
Eight.
God.
That's
40
disgusting, dude. That's just nasty.
dozen. So this took place in Louisiana. He is now the champion of oyster eating. The closest person in second place was 27 dozen.
And she'll be the
he
champion
die?
because that person's probably going to fucking die.
Yeah. I haven't heard. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. I'll look it up, see if he died overnight.
Please do.
So that's what I got from the world of the weird today.
That's it from the newsroom. All right. Well, Pascal,
That's
you got
it.
anything before we go?
Nope.
All right. Well, guys, it has been a great first episode. We went a little bit over an hour, almost an hour and a half, but I think that's nice and healthy. We had some rambunctiousness in the chat earlier that was kind of fun. But I think we figured out how to calm their tits. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening. We are going to be putting this podcast out on... Oh, geez. We're going to try for iTunes. We're going to... I don't know. All the places where you get podcasts. Google Play, Spotify, iTunes. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get it there. So look for it
Yeah, you guys follow
within the next week.
3 of us. I'm sure
Yep.
we'll have an announcement.
Make sure you follow all of us on Twitch, on Twitter. And, that's a good place to get in touch with us during the week and on the weekends when we're not here talking to you all. Guys, want to shoot for Tuesday again next week? Is Tuesday a good night for this?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Should
So
be.
Tuesday. Yeah. What happened with you? We'll put him on the
Me?
spot. Yeah.
Work.
What time did you did you?
Well, yeah, and I also have a family life, I guess you might say.
Oh,
So
come on, postal worker! You got
Oh
a
my
family
God, I
now.
just ate 40
All
dozen
right.
Hey,
oysters.
listen,
All right.
9:30 is 10:30 for you.
Is that when you got off?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you have an excuse. Then never mind. Okay, I thought you were off at 9:30. I figured something happened, made you stay late. So, all right, cool. Well, you guys enjoy your family life. We'll see you all next Tuesday. Thanks, guys. Bye, Pascal. Bye, Nugget. Actually, I'm not really leaving. We're just getting a good timestamp here. So, and out. All right, that was fun, guys. I enjoyed that. Hey, Isaac Gaiman. That's the guy. He wanted to know how Pascal did his eyeliner, and Alex Jones's left nut wants to milk your titties dry. Sasquatch Nugget.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't have you pulled up.